another, France tried to take the upper hand by keeping foreign shipping from carrying cargo toward British ports, thus keeping them weak and defenseless. Both countries tried to make America to fight the war with them, but they were very determined in keeping their neutrality. As Stéphane Decatur said, our country, in her intercourse with foreign nations, may she always be in the right, but our country, right or wrong. This means that he hoped our country would make the right decision. At this time, Americans thought it would be better to not to get into entanglements with other countries because they were still building this. In 1797, the French Directorate passed decrees that allowed their ships to hijack United States merchant vessels that were traveling to England. Since this was halting the Anglo-American trade, a major trading route for the United States, they were forced to strike back against the French or to suffer the consequences. But, before the countries started fighting, the Americans tried to resolve it first in peace. They sent 3 diplomats, including Charles Coates with Pinckney, Elbridge Gerry, and John Marshall, to talk to the French about treaties. They were shocked when they were told that they would have to pay an enormous amount of money if they wanted to have a treaty. Upon hearing this, Charles Pinckney said, "No, no, not a sixpence." He was angry at the French and didn't want to have a treaty. He also said this famous quote, "Millions for defense, but not 1 cent for tribute." The diplomats returned to America and prepared to fight. John Adams then created the United States Navy to fight the French. Although it was never officially declared, this would be the first war the Americans would fight overseas. It would then become known as the Quasi War. Most of the fighting was fought in the West Indies, which is now called the Caribbean. During the fighting, men like Edward Preble and Thomas Truxtun became the first naval American heroes. Most of the battles were won by the Americans. In September 1800, the Americans won the war with the Treaty of Montefontaine. The Quasi War had come to an end.